because of the very unusual circumstances we find ourselves, we are here, or we're gathered together in many different places on this day of celebration. Yet we are united in the spirit of all that we have experienced together as the Fordham class of 2021, and in the unity of the one God who created, sustains us, and loves us. So conscious of our reliance on this God, we remember with awe and gratitude the words of the prophet Jeremiah. "Surely I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for your welfare and not for harm, to give you a future with hope. When you call upon me, I will hear you. If you seek me with all your heart, I will let you find me." So before this God, let us bow our heads and pray. God of all creating, the beginning and end of all things, your plan for each of us has brought us to this great day of celebration. For the past 4 years, we have searched the wonders and the workings of your world, and today you crown our efforts with success. You have been with us through the struggles. Be with us in our minds and hearts on this day of victory. We thank you for the family and teachers and friends you gave us to guide us along the way, especially when the world and its ideas and people seemed confusing. And we thank you for pushing us forward when we wanted to stand still. Now, as we soon become Fordham alumni, draw us deeper into the mystery of your loving plan for us and for the world, and bless us with the future of hope that you promised. We ask you this in your holy name, living and true, now and forever. Amen.
A warm welcome to the class of 2021 and their families and friends. It is my pleasure, my honor, and my privilege to greet you today. Let me begin first by offering congratulations to the families and the loved ones of the class of 2021. Thank you. Thank you for entrusting your students to Fordham and for letting us support and witness their growth and accomplishments. This day is a celebration of these students, but also of you. To the class of 2021, congratulations. You are an incredible group. It has been a joy to work with you and to watch you grow. When I welcomed you to campus in 2017 at your academic convocation, I shared with you one of my favorite quotes from the Trappist monk Thomas Merton, who said, "The least of the work of learning is done in the classroom." He wasn't discounting the value of classroom learning, but making the point that we all learn in different contexts and from different people. You have taken this advice in a new direction when we went fully online last spring. You built your own classroom, took responsibility for your learning in ways that none of us ever imagined, and you were amazing. Again and again, I was impressed by your resilience and your commitment to learning. I'm grateful to you for connecting and leading creatively, continuing the work of clubs, student government, dance marathons, theater performances, and so much more. And I am humbled by how you have helped each other and your communities during this crisis. You have done what we at Fordham had hoped. You have become people for and with others, people of competence, compassion, courage, and commitment. You have shown us that as much as we love this campus, we don't need it to be Fordham. We are Fordham wherever we are. And so, Fordham class of 2021, thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for being an amazing group of students and for being Fordham. Congratulations on your graduation, and may God bless you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We have made it, and we have made it together. Since I first set foot on campus, I have learned that, in the words of Dean Parmack and Father McShane, that I should leave Fordham constantly bothered. Bothered by injustice, bothered by suffering. Well, this year has given us plenty to be bothered about. As my dad has said to me many times, we have really lived through a series of, quote, unprecedented events. In March of 2020, we went home for what we thought would be 2 weeks. And the Fordham that we returned to was not the same one that we left on that warm spring day. As a class and as a nation, we have struggled through a pandemic, an insurrection, and our country continuing to fight for racial justice with an increase in anti-Asian hate crimes and the murders of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and many others. We, as a university, as faculty, as administrators, as students, have been challenged as we faced widespread suffering and injustice in many forms. There have been times when we have succeeded, and there have been times when we have failed. But through it all, we have brought with us the words of Dean Parmack and Father McShane. We have seen that to be constantly bothered means to become comfortable changing that which makes us uncomfortable. And so, we dust off our knees, get back up, and go forth prepared to set the world on fire. Fordham's 176th class, we are courageous, we are resilient, and we are living through history every moment. I cannot wait to look back on our time together and at my classmates and see how we as Fordham graduates went on to change the world for the better. We as a class are dedicated to bringing change, present and future, and we are graduating in a time when our world needs change makers. Our Jesuit education has enabled us to rise and meet that need. As we prepare to leave Fordham, each on our own separate path, we must remember, in the words of Toni Morrison, our real jobs. If we are free, we need to free someone else. If we have some power, then our job is to empower someone else. I have no doubt that we as a class will go forward to make a positive impact and to bring more light into this world. While we continue to build on the Jesuit tradition of being people for others, we do not face this next chapter alone. We do so as a community. In looking back on these last 4 years, it is important to remember all of the times that we have come together. Whether it was the nights in with our roommates, the Zoom happy hours with our friends, or the professors who went the extra mile to improve on our Jesuit and virtual education. We have found happiness and comfort in these small moments. We treasure these times, but we also treasure the times before them. The warm, sunny days that we flocked to Eddie's, the hectic sprints through Grand Central Station to catch a train to Fordham, the fights over a t-shirt at a spring weekend event. As we go forward, we will make new memories and form new communities, but always with the foundations that we formed at Fordham on our minds and in our hearts. While this was not the graduation that we imagined 4 years ago, we have found a way as a community and as a class to come together and celebrate each other for all of our accomplishments. This is one of those moments to grab tight and hold close as we begin our next chapter, and I could not be more happy to be graduating with the class of 2021. Thank you.
Doing school from home last year, I realized many things. I realized that Zoom is superior to Blackboard Collaborate, that many meetings can be replaced by emails, and also that there are so many aspects of my life at Fordham that mean so much to me. Being able to come back for the past few months has made me aware of how much we have to be thankful for. So, on behalf of the class of 2021, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of our friends and families. You have been our classmates, our roommates, and our support systems for these past 4 years, and we are so grateful for you. Thank you to the resident assistants and commuter assistants for always doing so much, but especially this past year. We saw all the effort you put into running virtual and safe programs, and we thank you for everything. Thank you to the Fordham athletes for not only persevering through the uncertainty of the past year, but for putting so much time and effort into your programs during your time here. Thank you for pushing our school to bigger and better things. Thank you to the members of cultural groups on campus. Thank you for the conversations you had and the communities you formed during your time here. Thank you to the performing arts groups at Fordham. The effort that you put into your shows and performances behind the scenes was truly underappreciated. So thank you for never failing to make us smile. Thank you to the student body, our fellow classmates. Thank you for working to build an academic community based on collaboration and cooperation. One that has certainly pushed us, but has ultimately allowed us all to thrive. Thank you to the faculty members of Fordham who have always gone out of their way to help us succeed, but especially in the past year. Faculty members at home, with children, working with spotty technology, or even teaching across the globe have been just as accommodating this year as ever, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you to the food service workers who come into work during snowstorms and summers, day in and day out, but who will still slip us extra cozy bread or remember our order. We appreciate you. Thank you to every single member of the Fordham community who, during their time here, has pushed our university to do better. Anyone who has spoken out about injustices you have witnessed around you, your voice is needed. So thank you. And lastly, thank you to every single 2021 graduate who has one way or another made a mark on this university. Thank you for building this community of scholars, and especially for working to bring a sense of normalcy to this past year. We thank you, class of 2021. I thank you.
Congratulations to the class of 2021, and welcome to Fordham's graduation ceremony. Today, we want to celebrate and congratulate you on completing your undergraduate years at Fordham and persevering through such unprecedented times. The past year has been a turbulence, and that's an understatement, but it has strengthened us to move forward to do great things. We can also recognize the value of a Fordham education and how it has reinforced our determination to overcome any adversity that comes our way in the future. We can take to heart the 4 Jesuit principles first heard at freshman orientation to confront the challenges of our time as we embark on our new journeys. These 4 principles are men and women for others, cura personalis, magis, and of course, Fordham's motto, sapientia et doctrina, or wisdom and learning. As men and women for others, we can bring our love of and dedication to service wherever we go, and we must strive for a more just world in all of our endeavors. Fordham has provided us numerous opportunities and experiences to fulfill this mission, including working in the neighboring Bronx community, serving in a soup kitchen, tutoring, and serving as an RA. The lesson that Fordham has provided for us to bring to the world is the value of sharing knowledge and empowering others to bring about change and improve the lives of others. On behalf of the numerous students helped through their acts of kindness and selflessness, we want to acknowledge the Collegiate Science and Technology Entry Program, or CSTEP, the Higher Education Opportunity Program, or HEOP, and the TRIO programs. Their guidance and support have inspired and led a generation of traditionally underrepresented students to reach their goals and encourage them to advance justice in their world. We cannot possibly be more thankful for the tremendous contribution and opportunities they provide to our education. For example, C-STEP service learning opportunities that help HIV and AIDS patients at Boone Health, or the Northwest Bronx Clergy Coalition that encourage people to vote and have their voices heard. I want to thank all the advisors who work diligently with students to get them to this point in their career. We also appreciate the resources provided in these difficult times through student affairs, including, but not limited to, disability services, counseling, the health center, and substance abuse prevention. We are also thankful to the Office of Multicultural Affairs, who created safe spaces and welcoming environments for marginalized populations, including the LGBTQ+ community. The lesson that Fordham has provided for us to bring to the world is to be someone who sincerely and holistically cares for people. We would be remiss if we did not mention the transformative wisdom and learning provided by so many of the professors and advisors we had at Fordham. They gave us a broad overview of the humanities through the core curriculum, from the various philosophical ethical systems to theological teachings to advance social justice. The lesson that Fordham has provided for us to bring to the world is that education is more than just simply getting good grades. It is a catalyst for creating a better world, and it provides the tools to bring forth our visions. Thank you to all the advisors who engage with us to ensure our academic success. We will always remember the fond memories we have made on campus, whether playing on Eddie's parade or socializing in the dorm halls and dining venues. We will always remember the bonds we have forged these past 4 years. Most importantly, we will always remember the values we have learned these past 4 years and the significance of being a member of the Fordham community. We will follow the words of Ignatius and go forth and set the world on fire.
Kayla Elizabeth Brady, Lauren M. Cardone, Kaylin Caven, Brianna Kavanaugh, Anthony M. Coletti, Christopher Michael Anthony DiMieri, Garrison O. Donahue, Jed Paul Downey, Catherine N. Elliott, Orlando A. Ferran Melendez, Catherine Eileen Finnegan, Chase Frazier, Mary E. Good, Mariales Guillen, Brennan T. Haley, Yi Huang, Elizabeth Brooke Hurrell, Farhana J. Hussein, Evan M. Kravitz, Naima Joy Mackerel, Sophia L. Mehta, Fermín Moraes, Elizabeth C. Nealon, Teresa Leonie Petroni Conaway, Grace L. Schiavone, Rachel Teresa Senna, Courtney Starr Walder, Samantha S. Zandanel, Adam Brian Borak, Kelly A. Cayone, Amanda Rose Curran, Julia Ann Delzingaro, Bilguti Angsaikan, Amanda Gomez, Saima Huck, Connor R. Herman, Jennifer Khaled, Richard Graham Morrill, Matthew James O'Connor, Catherine Marie Reagan, Samuel E. Santora, Renessa Wahid, Victoria Wozni, Mira Lena Bhattacharya, Isma H. Bhatti, Brendan F. Blackburn, David A. Bono, Paige Elizabeth Kaleka, Wenwen Chen, Leonard Chiang, Joseph Costa, Stephen David DeBellis, Alona Dulage, Joan D. Gill, Jacques L. Guillot, Jr., Chanel M. Henry, Marla Kanskia Louis Saint, Nicole Marie Antonetta Margiata, Ajeta Mujai, Quinn T. Mullaney, Victor Nath, Ava Grace Palazzolo, Michelle M. Pawlowski, Hasna N. Sajni, Tia Nicole Stathis, Reed Robert Stemler, William J. Tulpan, Catherine A. Vela Stewart, Petros Acosta, Emma A. Azizo, Lillian R. Barnes, Jeremy Lawrence Beresford, Elizabeth Ann Bjorklund, Kelly C. Bright, Margaret Helen Brzezinski, Emanuela O. Chioke, Margaret Connolly,
Laura Chiodo,
Farah M. Considine, Kevin M. Deneen, Aaron Rose Foley, William P. Gambino, Laura Catherine Gaspo, Casey Elizabeth Gertson, Olivia Ann Gee, Kevin James Heilman, Amir Sadek Abdu Hazam, Sindre Ingemarsson, Andronik Kagramanyan, Claudia K. Keach, Chuck Kim, David R. Kinnear, Erica Lee Knox, Alessandro Leva, Gino Luciola, Eve Holly Mandel, Kyle A. Martin, Kristen I. McNerney, Yasen H. Muqtader, Alana Quinn Murphy, Anthony Michael Nunez Garcia, Victoria A. Asaguera, Catherine E. O'Connor, Yuzuki Otake, Liam D. Otero, Anthony James Puglisi, Charlotte Pascasio, Tanya Perez, Joseph Charles Randazzo II, Maximilian Roberts, Benjamin C. Schlitt, Katie Brianna Sinise, Joseph I. Smith, Haley Yasamin Sylvander, Natalia Cecibel Terazakis, Sean M. Tracy, Grace T. Tuchopsky Mahoney, Yasmin Sophia Turco, Nathaniel Alexander Turtle, Joseph R. Wapplehurst, Eugenie A. Wasito, Alexandra Watson, Hannah R. Whitney, Emma K. Wilhoit, Alexis Madeline Yaman, Christian P. Youssef, Emily Ann Abate, Lindsay Elaine Abel, Jalil Abisgilden, Chriselle Adriana Acevedo, Hannah Michelle Adams, Rebecca R. Afanita, Chase Ahern, Rishad S. Ahmed, Baran Ak, Sumaya Akund, Caroline Magdalena Albacete, Evan R. Allen, Mackenzie Lee Allen, Meredith Olivia Allen, Marcus A. Aline, Nicholas Joshua Aloya, Samuel B. Altier, Lily Jean Altamonte, Asha J. Ambersley, Samantha E. Ambrosini, Rumana Amrin, Emmeline M. Anderson, Emily Catherine Andrade, Emily Bryn Antico, Amelia Susanna Ansulatos, Zoe Elena Araujo, Aaron P. Archbold, Amanda Ashuto, Sultan Imran Aslam, Kayla Nicole Auza, Gianna Rose of Agliano, Daniel Davidnan Babulal, Nicholas P. Bafundo, Munib Beg, Peta L. Benlardi, Brandon Joseph Baker, Kriya Owen Baker Durante, Beatriz Yen Baraclough Tan, Abraz T. Bashar, Haris Basic,
Max Baizil,
Jenna L. Bader, Margaret A. Baum, Peter C. Baumgarth, Noelia Fidelina Bautista, Noreen Samantha Bautista, Isra Celine Byram, Sydney K. Beck, Charlotte J. Beckford, Mark Andrew Bedoya, Dana Beggins, Mia Rose Behrens, Catherine E. Belcher, Jillian A. Bennis, Michael Owen Benton, Emmanuel Berbari, Elizabeth Chauvin Bareka, Daniel Robert Berenson, Isabella R. Bergelt, Emily Kate Bergen, Courtney Marie Bergseeker, Gabrielle Ann Bertola, Claire E. Biasco, Shumaila Bibi, Samantha Rose Bittman, Claire R. Bloss, Austin R. Blum, Chesney Lynn Bogue, Floriana Boardman, Jacob Bohm, Kristen K. Bahovich, Michael Angelo Bongiovanni, Colin Peter Bonnell, Maximilian J. Borchardt, Milan A. Bornstein, William R. Borelli, Catherine Terren Boyagian, James Edward Boyd, Sabrina Nicole Boyd, Jesse Anthony Bramble, Mariella Breton Reyes, Madison Elizabeth Bristow, Connor Perkins Brohl, Reese A. Brosco, Elizabeth J. Brossman, Zachary J. Brower, Casey O. Brown, Julia Marie Brown, Kelvin Buck, Alexander Bouye, Armando Bunyai, Jasmina M. Buresh, Anna Lillian Biryonic, Connor D. Burke, Emma Catherine Butler, Samantha J. Butson, Kira Marie Byrne, Xinyu Tsai, Catherine Olivia Kane, Lillian Mary Kane, Alexandra L. Callie, Isabella Z. Callingert, Melina Fedela Calzalayo, Samuel Augustus Kaneda, Xue Zhao, Miguel A. Carbajal, Nicole Christina Cardinale, Tierney Rose Carlin, Kate Mary Carney, Francesca Nicole Carroll, DeAndre Marquis Carter, Lauren Casella, Ashlyn Casey, Elena B. Cashton, Christian John Cassar, Sarah A. Cassidy, Biagio Gino Catalano, Timothy Kavanaugh, Basha Cedino, Emily Abigail Cerrone, Andre Fabian Cervantes, Maria R. Cervoni, Chloe Morgan Chafin, Anna Mary Rose Chapdelaine, Jacqueline Maria Chavez, Miguel Sinan Chediek, Carol Chen, Matthew M. Chen, Deborah B. Chieko, Kyle K. Chin, Raisa Chowdhury, Kelly Ann Christ, Isaiah Shi Chu, Nicholas William Chwalkowski, Lauren E. Shiroki, Cameron J. Ciro, Alexis N. Sino, Sophia Chiaffi, Michelle Alexandra Cisneros, Shannon O'Donnell Clark, Colleen Rosemary Cochran, Paulo G. Coelho, Anna Grace Cole, Abigail R. Cole, Catherine H. Coleman, Kira Elizabeth Coleman, Nicholas C. Collette, Bradley Lawrence Collier, William S. Collins III, Kathleen Mora Collins, Jasmine Rose Coloma, Taina S. Colon, Natalie G. Comesso, Ashley Rose Condi, William J. Conley III, Catherine Elizabeth Considine, Gianni J. Contrera, Alvaro Cooper Perales, James W. Cornetta, Christine Corona, Ryan P. Core, Dante J. Corrado, Matthew Correo, Alexis Cosenzo, Arden Maeve Crawford, Sarah Grace Crawford, Hannah Blackwood Crean, Robert Kevin Creighton, Hayden Elizabeth Cresson, Jade Kennedy Critchlow, Cameron P. Crisco, Catherine Grace Christ, Anna Frederica Cheeky, David G. Quinca, Katrina C. Cullen, Glenn T. Cunningham, Marley Olivia Cutrona, Domenico S. D'Erasmo, Sakshi V. Dadlani, Joanna Rose Daly, Constantina Thea Daly, Kevin R. Dans, Samantha A. Dargy, Rachel E. Deso, Edona Dauti, Grace Phelan Davidson, Julia Christina Davidson, Prayani Aureen Davis, Zachary Thomas Davis, Genesis DeLeon, Amanda Marie DeFidel, Katrina J. DiLorenzo, Megan DiMartini, Patton C. DeRosa, Giacomo P. DeStefano, Christian A. Decker, Megan E. Decker, Justin Deckoff, Daniela Deda, Leonid Dedushai, Olivia A. Degnan, Vendela Denti, Daniela Denisov, Victoria Nicole Depew, Joseph I. Dever, Ashley Rose DiMatteo, Rebecca L. DiTullio, Emma Therese Didi, Wen G. Diefenbach, Kudia Diop, Mia Alyssa Desano, Orla Emily Diver, James B. Dorr, James Dolan, Riley Ray Dolbach, Olivia R. Dahl, Noel Christina Dominguez, Jonathan T. Donato, Matthew Paul Donovan, Megan Cronin Donovan, Ryan Paul Donovan, Megan Helene Duran, Maura Jean Doyle, Samantha Dew, Claire E. Duffy, Numasetu Dukure, Claire Molly Dumler, Tess Durham, Emily T. Dwelly, Sophia Yasmin Edwards, Kelly Ann Egan, Kristen Page Egan, Ryan S. Ehrlicher, Maria Eisenhart, Isabella A. Eitner, Faisal Alali, Kylie Maureen Elwood, Hamza El-Zayat, John M. Mbaba, Diego Andres Eros, Mahmoud Ismaili, Kaylis Espinal, Abigail Elizabeth Ettore, Megan M. Evans, Annika Fagerstrom, Julia Isabel Fahey, Catherine J. Fajardo, Rachel A. Felici, Daniela A. Fame, Catherine Farber, Brian L. Fargis, Madeline Ann Fazio, Carmen Maria Fernandez Paracini, Max Fernandez, Caitlin E. Fersini, Catherine Figueroa, Kelly A. Finn, Nicole R. Fierst, Carson K. Fisher, John Fisher, Lilia Katerina Fisher, Matthew G. Fisher, Michael W. Fissinger, Thomas M. Fitzpatrick, Joseph Robert Floater, Antonia G. Flores, Perry V. Flores, Emmett J. Flynn, Alexander Zaragoza Fogg, Laura C. Foley, Caroline P. Fourier, Kylie Morgan Forrest, Riley Ann Fournier, Casey Lee Franklin, Sean Michael Franklin, Dylan Christopher Fred, Mary Catherine Fries, Joseph Jeffrey Freddie Jr., Bailey M. Frierson, Gabriela Victoria Fuertes, Kira S. Fullahan, Sarah Elizabeth Ferfaro, Gino V. Galella, Juanita Galindo, Emma Gallagher, Anthony Elvis Gambino, Francesca R. Gambino, Hannah Marie Gammond, Anastasia T. Gann, Andrew P. Gannon, Daniel Joseph Garcia, Kristen Michelle DeGroat Gardner, Roscoe Charles Garner IV, Margaret Rose Garver, Dylan Thomas Garvey, Catherine Bouchelle Gassio, Julia Christiana Gianello, Logan M. Geisler, Tyler S. Geneve, Sotiris Georgakopoulos, Joseph H. Gerngross, Chiara R. Giammatteo, Alexander V. Generis, Jordi Abran Hilaire Lor, Connor Patrick Gillen, Abigail M. Gibson, Emma Grace Gerard, Anita N. Gitta, Molly Gaffney Gleason, Kieran Glenn, Ina Patrice Pascual Gonzalez, Anaisa K. Gonzalez, Cassandra Luisa Gonzalez, Elena N. Gonzalez, Arthur Stephen Gooden, Jr., Elizabeth A. Gorman, Valentina Garastiaga, Erin Elizabeth Gurris, Medina Graca, Mary Elizabeth Grant, Anthony N. Gray, Maxwell A. Green, Kelsey Elizabeth Green, Manpreet Kaur Grewal, Gretchen Yvonne Grew, Amanda N. Greco, Julia Lauren Souza Groberio, Gabriella Mary Guglielmi, Kristen Guglielmo, Evan D. Gumas, Joseph B. Guzzardo, Michael G. Haig, Jake R. Hack, Zenna M. Hadabe, Virginia Dowdy Hammett, John T. Hamson, Kaylee J. Hanlon, Sean D. Hannaford, Meredith A. Hannon, Suresh Sutiendra Hanubal, Dulles Z. Hanula, Jermaine M. Harbaugh, Samantha Leah Hardy, Foster Andrew Harlfinger, Isabella Harrington, Hunter J. Harris, Sarah Andrews Harris, Kareem H. Hassan, Kara Elizabeth Hebby, Davis Samuel Heckmer, Jackson T. Heil, Kendall M. Hiramaya, Olivia Mabel Herman, Emma R. Higgins, Olivia Madeline Higgins, Brendan J. Hillen, Paige Elizabeth Hoffman, Annalise Christine Holosovsky, Gregory P. Hopp, Maria N. Horbacheski, Mark K. Horan, Arman Jamil Hussein, Kelly Herbenek, Rachel L. Hubertus, Sarah G. Huffman, Sophie M. Ha, Charlotte C. Hulsman, Elizabeth G. Hupp, Thomas McGovern Hurst, Mary Hurstel, Dervin Hilton Jr., Christine Ibrahim Puri, Ariana Idrizai, Sophia Fern Idso, Anushka Ikra, Victor Michael Imperato II, Jeremy C. Imperati, Alexander A. Isernia, Mariam Ismail, Naomi J. Izet, Sophia L. Jago Seidel, Sarah C. F. James, Bradley William Jeffrey, Alexandra Christine Yelanek, Danielle Maria Jimenez, Jasmine Jimenez Saldivar, Natalie Jimenez, Sky Julia Jimenez, Jordan Kyle Joachim James, Samuel G. Johnson, Emma J. Johnson, Yvonne A. Johnson, Salina Juarez Galindo, John A. Cabani, Emma Juliet Caden, Jacqueline M. Kaiser, Alexandra Chunman Kanzler, Fallon Elizabeth Keene, Margaret Lillian Kiley, Grace Kelly, Catherine Q. Kelly, Kira Lonergan Kennedy, Jillian G. Kenny, Eleanor S. Keys, Danish Khan, Faiza Khan, Usima Khan, Jack Matthew Kitchula, Nurmeen Kidwai, Hyun Jin Kim, June Fiona Kim, Yoojin Kim, Mia A. Kimboko, Shayna Sophia Klein, Thomas E. Koenig, Garrett H. Kono, Grace Elizabeth Colby, Ardita Kamoni, Monica Kamza, Rachel Sivia Konchak, Elizabeth B. Kotler, Paige Elizabeth Cowell, Sarah Morgan Kowaleski, Jennifer Ann Krakowski, Deborah Ellen Irene Kranzlin, Martha Krasinski, Grace Ann Mikas Kubelka, Colton Thomas Kubiniich, Anna Casey Kuyat, Timothy Kent Kyle, Juliet H. LaSala, Lauren Michelle LaBarca, Thomas J. LaDuca, Nicholas John LaBella, David J. Lackenmeyer, Rebecca Lockraj, Adrian K. Lamadou, Gina Ann Lamatina, Douglas F. Lampone, Claire R. Landman, James Harrison Langen, Alexandra J. Lang, Nicole S. Langford, Madeline Cornelia Lanny, Josephine Melinda Larby, Robert McGowan Largy, David Larr, Kate Lynn Larson, Elizabeth B. Lasher, Joseph P. Lasky, Cassidy E. Latham, Julia Rose Marin Lawler, Emma B. Lawton, Christina Lasdauskas, Anna Murphy Lazaro, Catherine M. LeClaire,
Evan Leahy,
Stephen Eric Lebich, Rebecca K. Lees, Sarah Jane Lefebvre, Dorentina Lecochai, Tara Lynn Lelos, Rachel A. Lena, Kalena O. Leschuk, Alexa Ray Letizia, Alexandra C. Lewis, Claire M. Lewis, Lucy Lee, Luetian Liang, Matthew Ross Liberto, Kimberly Taylor Lydell, Christine Alyssa Lim, Cindy Lin, Yao-Win Liu, Jillian Catherine Loesch, Declan Theodore Lombard, Ricardo Longo Minervino,
William Longo,
Jaime Lorenzo Llamas Lopez, Javier Luis Llamas Lopez, Joseph Leandro Llamas Lopez, Shandor Eric Larange, Macy Lockery, Anna Paula Louis Grover, Margaret L. Ludlum, Garrett A. Lug, Alexandra Lupo, Angela Lee, Thomas C. Lynch, Matthew P. Lyons, Daniel Hyung Mia, Nina L. McLean, Amelia K. McGregor, Olivia Rose McDonald, Samantha A. Maddock, Merlin G. Magana, Kate Elizabeth McGill, Victoria Major, Alexander G. Makatsaria, Emily Nicole Malakane, Madison Sky Maley, Jana Malfi, Shatu Malik, Arthmir Maldziu, Lucianne M. Manigbas, Grace E. Mannion, Nicole A. Manzella, Mina Chiara Marciano, Alessandra Elizabeth Marino, Aristides Rafael Marcos, Ryan Patrick Maran, Kiana Jacqueline Ichida Marsh, Michelle Martin, Eli Gabriel Martinez, Jorge Amani Martinez Morales, Juan C. Martinez, Emma Claire Marvin, Kaylee Ann Matthews, Matthew Matthias, Mary Louise McCarthy, Sarah E. McCarthy, Margaret F. McCartan, Abigail Sandra McLean, John C. McClatchy, Robert Michael McCormick, Allison N. McCostas, Caitlin Ann McDermott, Elise Teresa McDonald, Claire H. McDonnell, Hannah Patricia McGee, Maeve Ellen McGinn, Emily S. McGovern, Trevor L. McGovern, Anastasia McGrath, Cassandra Marie McGrath, Catherine Rose McGrath, Malloy B. McGreevy, Scott Campbell McKenzie, Ryan R. McLarty, Colleen G. McMahon, Lauren Grace McMahon, Caitlin Victoria McNary, Amanda M. McNulty, Michael Gerald Meaden, Richard J. Medina, Edwin A. Medrano, Liana Celeste Meehan, Colin W. Malazzo, Alvin Nestor Melendez, Hannah Jill Malillo, Isabel Maria Mendez, Abigail Beauvais Merritt, Elizabeth Rose Messina, Israt Metu, Umar A. Meehan, Matthew J. Mikulski, Anthony Vincent Melondo, Jr., Brianna N. Miller, Andrew L. Millman, Francesca M. Minitti, Jeff Ryan Almia Miraflor, Manuel A. Miranda, Sonam H. Mystery, Sage M. Mitchell, Elizabeth Roisin Mitch, Joanna Nicole Moles, Morgan P. Malloy III, Abigail R. Monaco, Ryan T. Monahan, Caroline Grace Mooney, Olivia Diane Morey, Olivia Patricia Morrissey, Danielle F. Moynihan, Emily A. Mueller, John F. Mueller, Alexa Muratian, Ian S. Murchison, Bridget Claire Murphy, Cassidy Quinn Murphy, Sarah Beatrice Muzakia Gallagher, Hamza Naim, Saki Kun Nahar, Bailey P. Najarian, Daniel Christopher Namitz, Catherine Nicole Nappy, Rebecca M. Nathan, Jonathan J. Nativi, Emma Lane Nelson, Julia Charlotte Nelson, Grace C. Nesson Gilligan, Therese Nika, Nuzhath Nima, Thomas P. Nolan, Oscar T. Nomura, Louis Hamaker Nored, Michaela Gabriela Castillo Nueva, Sarah L. Noor, Dylan Patrick O'Brien, Maeve Grace O'Connor. Sage Odell. Jordan Lynn O'Hara. Madeline A. O'Reilly. Brooke Ashley Olonia. Carlos Orbegoso. Alexander Edward H. Orucci. Jurgen K. Ostenson. Claire Marie Otterbein. Lydia Oschelik. Ivy Amelia Page Salisbury. Maria Kaliniki Pentagius. Emma Caroline Paolini. Michael Park. Stuart C. Parker. Andrew D. Parsons. William A. Partridge. William E. Pasco. Toya J. Pass. Jennifer J. Patino. Lindsay M. Patterson. Maeve Elizabeth Peace. Jeffrey Rigonen Palayo. Catherine Mary Pender. Chirwei Pong. Renza Papushai. Estefany A. Peralta. Alexis Diana Perez. Christina Marie Perez. Gabrielle A. Perez. Jack C. Perry. Michael Dial Persad. Anthony M. Petrados. Claire C. Petrocelli. Theodora Serena Petropoulos. John C. Pettus. Rebecca Claire Pfeiffer. Destin R. Piagentini. Sophia C. Pirozzi. Kevin Abraham Pollison. Stefan N. Popa. Hugh M. Potter. Kate Hannah Kendall Posner. Abigail Rose Pratt. Anne Marie Prentice. Kieran S. Press Reynolds. Cameron J. Price. Emily P. Pritchard. Craig Anthony Puccia. Pablo Perchiz Escudero. Zahir M. Kadir. John A. Quaglino. Olivia M. Quartel. Samantha Quinlan. Paige Alexandra Radomski. Heather C. Ron. Samiha Raisa. Julia Ramaroni. Gianna Ranieri. Hannah Mary Ray. Ella Galvin Redmond. Caitlin F. Riley. Laura Grace Reno. Carlos R. Reyes. Julia G. Reynolds. Carlos Simone Rico. Claire Elise Riddick. Margaret E. Riley, Allison Johnson Reaney, Michael A. Rivera, Jennifer Rivero, Abigail Rose Rizzo, Andres Faustino Rocha, Ava I. Roche, Elka Shurston Roderick, Emily Elizabeth Raff, Mary Catherine Roncesvalles, John Henry Ross, Jr., Charlotte Alexandra Rossi, Michael A. Rota, Miranda C. Rydell, Sabrina Irene Saylor, Andres B. Salgado, Dane Thomas Salmon, Emma Lois Salmons, Kiara A. Sanskrant, Casey Molly Santiago, Samantha M. Santiago, Juliana Rose Santamaro, Jessica E. Santoro, Patrick Terrence Sawyer, Dante J. Scarnati, Kathleen M. Schurer, Elliot D. Schiaparelli, Andrew Michael Schiff, Catherine C. Scatina, Anna M. Schmidt, Caitlin N. Schmoyer, Bridget K. Schneller, Cameron Schumacher, Kennedy Renee Schuster, Benjamin D. Shutsky, Jessica M. Schwanwedi, Kimberly Jenna Schwartz, Nathan Thomas Schwartz, Sawyer W. Schwartz, Liam R. Scott, Willow J. Scott, Aidan Xavier Sebesta, Nicholas Julian Sager, Derek J. Seaman, Marina Teresa Sataro, Terrence D. Shannon, Alexandria Jeanette Simon Shaw, Kristen Ann Sheehan, Molly McGrath Sheets, Eden Shehu, Hafsana J. Sheikh, Noah Aaron Shearer, Teresa Shkurtai, Mohib H. Siddiqui, Ava Raquel Zapata Signorino, Julissa M. Seguencia, Lauren Maria Sikorsky, Iran Silva, Claire E. Silverberg, Kristen Sindet, Kimaya Singh, Sophia Singh, Brennan Emily Cisco, Dana Frances Skira, Lucy Catherine Screbutenis, Alexander W. Slaughter, Maddie A. Sloan, Deanna A. Smith, Hannah Grace Smith, Henry W. Smith, Julia Elizabeth Smolin, Trey L. Sneed, Daniel Luke Snyder, John Andre Sachi, Owen L. Socker, Wood O. Soetomo, Ellen McNeil Somer, Sanaya Soy, Sydney Louise Solferino, Camille C. Selinsky, John Carlos Soriano Aguilar, Megan Frances Sokup, Sydney Sunis, Andrew David Souther, Julia A. Sparago, Mary E. Sparago, John Paul Stadler, Caitlin Marie Stein, Henry R. Sternberg, Helen R. Stevenson, Noah Andrew Stacey, Thomas J. Stolte, Dimitrios Straumbakis, Marina Luz Sterla, James E. Sullivan, James J. Sullivan, Jeremiah Healy Sullivan, Lindsay M. Sullivan, Anthony Peter Sudich, Fia Jiang Swanson, Julia G. Swanson, Arina Paluyenko Arakelova, Samantha Elise Terry, Anita Tataj, Sydney Marquis Taylor, Jane Catherine Tegler, Jana Tefe, Dominique A. Texera, Idona Thaki, Gayatri Telecat, Noel M. Theodulu, Demosthenes I. Theophanopoulos, Nora A. Thomas, Talia N. Thomas, Emily Jean Thompson, Camden Marie Thorngate, Grace Mulligan Tick, Gianna Tiloka, Kyle R. Timmermans, Isabella Autumn Tomei, Lennon C. Tomlinson, Mia Catherine Tommins, John H. Townsend, Jacob Paul Troutman, Tyra Angel Trinidad, Harrison Arthur Severus, Abigail Ann Turbanson, Catherine Ann Yuba, Mark Williamson Uhlinger, Kate Rive Uhling, Ava Oika, Nicholas G. Ulto, Julia M. Uriarte, Charlotte A. Uchig, Yosef Marion Tan Uwe, Alexander J. Vallone, Lily Ann Van Petten, Margaret E. Veneco. Ansel Adrian Vasquez. Drone D. Vatai. Isabel Lucia Velarde. Taylor E. Veliotis. Francesca Pearl Vena Pedersen. Dominic A. Veneziano. Valeria Maria Venturini. Kenneth Vesey. Morgan D. Weiss. Corinne Margaret Villon. Sophia I. Vigliano. Maria J. Vijalba Gomez. Lisa O. Villamere. Nicholas H. Vitza. Benjamin Zachary Volpe. Brianna Ellen Wagner. Nicolette Joyce Waldron. Henry Y. Wallace. Paige Alexandra Wallner. Christopher J. Walsh, Jr. Emma Catherine Walsh. Clayton R. Walters. Jiamyung Wang. Cameron D. Ware. Emma Bridget Watson. Kelsey Brooke Watt. Li Ying Wei. Alexandra Perufo Weigert. Cooper W. Weiss. Caroline Marie Westdick. August Job Wyant. Margaret Sophia Whalen. Alexandria Marie Wheatley. William V. Whalen. Thomas Samuel Whitaker. Bridget Marie White. Charles M. White. Samantha E. White. Patricia M. White. Vanessa L. Wilkes. Emily Joan Williams. Caroline M. Wilser. Madeline Elizabeth Wilson. Dakota Emerson Wolf. Bailey E. Woodard. Brian W. Wozniak. Amy Wu. Sung Shun. Kevin Sam Yauger. Peggy Yee. Jaylene M. Infante. Kevin Yonamine. Erica V. Ukalima. Salma E. Zaron. Ariana Antonella Zaimi. Madeline Amelia Zaloom. Maria J. Zarconi. Julia Zakini. Martin Y. Zahirov. Sophia Marie Zahler. Wen Zhang. Xinchao Zhang. Hong Xiao. Shannon Louise Zipfel. Genevieve Ann Zola. Michael August Alexander Zerzavi.
This has been an extraordinarily difficult year, and yet you have persevered. You have more than persevered. You've covered yourselves with glory. And so on behalf of the Board of Trustees, our faculty, administration, and all the members of the Fordham family, I want to offer you my heartfelt and their heartfelt congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations to the class of 2021.
You did it. I'm putting all my Fordham gear on to celebrate with you.
An amazing job for you to get to this stage. Fantastic.
I'm so proud of you. Visit often and stay long.
Congratulations to you, class of 2021.
Congratulations.
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 Felicidades.
Felicidades.
Congratulations.
From student involvement, congratulations, class of 2021. You did it! Woo!
Completing your degree during a pandemic has not been easy, but you did it. God bless you for your perseverance.
As you move on to the next phase of your lives, I wish you all the best and continued success. We'll miss you. Keep in touch.
Hearty congrats. And here's looking at you.
I can't imagine being on this strange journey of a year with more resilient, caring students. Thank you, we love you, and you're always welcome back at Hogwarts on the Hudson.
Congratulations. You're an open-minded, globally aware generation. Go out there and make the world better. It's your last asynchronous assignment.
We're so proud to call you Rams. Godspeed.
Congratulations.
Go forth, class of 2021. Act justly, love mercy, walk humbly with your God.
It's been a pleasure to teach you for the last 4 years, and congratulations.
In an unprecedented time of obstacles, you overcame.
I'm so proud of you. It's been a tough year, but you have persevered and you have wonderful things ahead of you.
May you never stop questioning. May you never stop being bothered by injustice. And may you walk out into the world carrying with you all the lessons and all the friendships that you formed here at Fordham.